Yeah, good day everyone. I'm J Rocks. It's the Rock Solid Hub again. Outside edition today, the junkyard. You know, always remember, I just want us to keep this in mind. Your thoughts are not yours. Be it good or bad, your thoughts are not yours. Yeah, I'm J Rocks. It's the Rock Solid Hub, outside edition. Same with my brother again, TJ.
TJ said,
But today, just want us to know, I'm letting people know like our thoughts are not ours. No matter what you might talk about it, your thoughts are not yours. Be it good or bad, it's all illusions. But sometimes it might be hard to explain, but when you introspect on it, when you search within, you get to know your thoughts are not yours.
yes, I know.
Your thoughts are not yours. It's just some kind of nature programming it in our mind, but our thoughts are not yours. No matter what you might imagine in your mind, your thoughts are not yours. But I don't know, what do you think about that?
About what? Sorry.
About your thoughts being not yours.
About my thoughts being not mine.
Yeah. No matter what you might say, your thoughts are not yours.
Okay.
But I just want to hear what you think about it.
All right. I don't really have anything to say in regards to that my thought is not mine. I think everybody has their right to their opinion. You
Yes.
saying that my thought is not mine, like that means indirectly you saying I don't have a right to my own opinion. but I've not take it that from you as well, but I've just tried to analyze what you said. But
why I said that is because God doesn't want us to think.
God doesn't want us to think.
Except from practical thinking, probably you want to do something right now and you actually think about it and get it done. But you thinking about past, future, it doesn't exist. God just wants us to be here, right now, right here, present every time.
Okay. But to me, like you said God don't want us to think.
Yeah.
So if we don't think, is it God that will think for you?
No. But do you think you're in control of anything that happens in your life?
No, that is a different thing.
So far,
control and thinking they are quite different. Like you think of how you'll be successful.
Okay.
Right? It's a must for you to think of how you'll be successful. It's a must for you to think how to multiply $1, £1 to make it hundred of dollars or hundred of pounds. It's a must for you. Do you say God will think how to multiply $1 to 100 for you? No. So thinking is left for us, while control is left to God.
Thinking is left for us, while control is left to God.
We think, but sometimes we cannot control that situation.
Yes.
And God knows about the beginning, middle, and the end.
So why do you then want to think about it when you don't have control of it?
Okay. To me,
why you distracting your mind? Why you can just be in present time that time and just solve what you have at your front?
All right.
Why do you have to think for you to when you know you are not in control of it? Why are you thinking about it? Why are you thinking?
Why am I thinking?
Yeah, when you know you are not in control of things.
I will say this is why the Western world are moving more faster than we Black nation. Honestly, I don't mean to be racist. Because no, wait, see. Okay, now let's just assume Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg didn't think, waiting for God to think for them.
Yeah.
Will there be something called AI?
It was placed on their mind. That's a different thing entirely.
It was placed on their mind.
And
who placed it on their mind?
And it's actually because God wants it to happen through them. That's why it's happening through them. Because if they are not in that line already, like we hear about their parent and all being rich and they have access to a little bit of things while young, if they are not there in their line, or no matter what they think in their present life, if it's not in that line, then there's no point of them thinking about it.
Okay.
That's why sometimes when if you know you are based, you do clothings and events and all of that. But if I want to say I'm thinking about that line, it's never possible. There's nothing I will bring forth. Only if I try to like seek opinions and all of that. Then seeking opinions, that's like you staying in present, doing the practical things God wants us to do, rather than us thinking about, like you said, what you can't control. Like control is for God. When control is for God, why are we thinking about it?
If a control is for God,
Yeah,
why are we thinking about it?
yeah.
Why do God made us with brain?
That's a very good question.
What's the difference between human and animal?
Yeah.
Is it not the thinking? Is it not the brain?
It's because you think it's the thinking. So do you think animals don't think? Or how do they get to?
If
Yeah,
animal think,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
If animal think,
yeah.
how would animal be behaving like an animal?
So you're saying some humans don't behave like animals.
Wait. Have you ever seen animal to behave like a human?
We've seen scenarios of animals emulating humans now.
Like, give me some
Even to the extent of animals like listening. You can't expect a dog from Nigeria now, take for example, from Nigeria that understands Yoruba. You bring it to the UK and we understand what they are saying in UK. No. But if you say the same thing in Yoruba language, the dog will pick it immediately. That's still like human nature.
You can't compare human to animal. Human think, animal doesn't think.
But my own point is
Human control animals.
my whole point is
And God gave us that domain over them.
yes,
So God controls. He
yes.
gave us that power over them. That's why we can slaughter chickens,
But
slaughter
the
anything.
power is not thinking though.
The power of what?
The power is not thinking.
The power is the brain.
But
What does the
animals
brain
have
do?
brain. What does the brain do here normally?
The functioning of animal brain is quite different from human brain, bro.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm trying to let you know is, according to the whole thing, being
Yes.
practical about everything,
Yes.
God just wants us to be aware. Because it's a different level of consciousness when you are aware that your thoughts are not yours. They are just illusions created.
You have right to your opinion. I wouldn't say what you've said
No, I'm not
is
saying you
no
don't
no
have
no
right
no
to your
no no
opinions
no
as
no
well.
no
You
no
do.
no. I do. Everybody got that right.
Yeah.
But what me is saying is that you being yourself, you should have ability to think,
Everyone has the ability to think.
ability
And the
to
think,
multiply one and make it 10.
that's a practical kind of thinking.
So now
But the
you
kind
saying
of
that
thinking I'm
we
telling
shouldn't
you,
think we should all wait for God to bring manna from heaven.
no, I'm not saying we should
Guys,
wait. I'm not saying we should wait for God to bring manna from heaven. You trying to multiply 1 by 2, doing mathematics, reciting your times table, or all those things, or trying to fix something in your car or change your tire, that's a practical thinking. Even building house, that's a practical
so
thinking. You have the tax
what
and hand.
thinking are you saying
The
we shouldn't
thinking
think?
I'm talking about, which 80% almost everyone does, only if you're aware of it, is probably you make a mistake in the past and you are thinking about it, blaming yourself, or you are picturing this how you want the future to be. This is how you want your future to be, or the mistake you done in the past you feel is who you are. That's not it. And that's why God accepts sinners and he believes everyone can change at any time.
Okay.
Because I believe nature gets to like test our weaknesses. You know? Like almost everyone, we are just so trapped in that past thinking about this is how things should be, this is how that should be. But why can't we just let go? Let the nature take control of that part and we do the practical thinking that God brings in our front. That's us just being aware.
I think you want us to go back to the jungle justice, whereby everywhere will be bushy. You don't have to think to even cut the grass.
No, that's
Everywhere
practical
weedy.
thinking. You see, your environment is weedy and every of that. Your brain will tell you, clean it out.
Why do your brain will tell you when you
Because it's a
said?
practical thing. It's practical, it's physical, like it's in your front for, God has brought it to your front for you to solve. That is a different thing if God didn't bring it to your front.
So give
and
me example of things we shouldn't think.
I've said it earlier, like mistakes, your past mistakes. You shouldn't deliberate on that. Or the way you want 10 kids or you want 20 kids, all those kind of thoughts. You shouldn't deliberate on that. You shouldn't deliberate on
I get your point.
yeah.
I get your point,
And that's what most people, fantasy thinking, that's what most people do.
To me, it could have been worried, not think. We
You should
shouldn't
call it worried.
about our past. We shouldn't worried about the future.
Yeah.
Not think about the future or think about the past.
But that's what we do.
No, we worried.
We worry.
We don't think.
So we should think about the past.
No, we shouldn't worry about the past.
Okay,
but
we shouldn't
think
worry
about the past.
If you are thinking, won't you be analyzing it? If you are now analyzing it, that's you being worried again.
Okay, about the past. Are the past the part that we are talking about?
But
Are they all bad?
No, mind you.
We have good past as well. Think.
No, mind you, thoughts will always fly in. But when you now start analyzing, that's where the issue is. When you start analyzing it, but they will always fly in, good ones, bad ones, even your future, that spouse, anything, the thoughts will always fly in. But the ability to catch it and be aware, like, this is a thought and I mustn't analyze it, that's a different level of consciousness. You've been aware about it, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say, though.
I get your point. We can think about our past.
We can allow the thoughts to flow in, we shouldn't analyze on it. We shouldn't worry on them.
We shouldn't worry.
I think that is it. That is it.
Get it? You think about yesterday, you think about your future, but don't worry about your future.
Don't think about it. Let the thought come itself. But don't analyze. Don't worry about it.
Wait. You said the thought should come.
The thought will come.
Wait, please.
Yeah.
That thought now, yeah. I'm telling you, that thought will be in form of temptation.
Temptation.
Wait.
Okay.
That it will only take grace.
Yeah.
Like the Son of God, Jesus Christ, to escape the 3 temptations. But if you already think about it,
yeah,
but not worried,
yeah,
okay, why do Jesus know that after Peter betraying him,
Judas.
No, sorry, Peter, what did he do to him?
Like
Denying.
denied. Yeah.
He denied him. He said that àkùkọ ó máa kọ ní ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta. He has already think about it, but he didn't worry.
The thought came to him.
Wait. The thought didn't came. He knows that it will happen.
That's a different thing entirely. Do you know, it was so certain. That's why it's Jesus, like God in human flesh. It was already certain it was going to happen.
Wait. Where I'm going is, you say we should wait for thoughts to approach us. If thoughts approach us, where I'm going is, it will take grace of God to deal with that and not to fall into temptation.
That's what the rock solid hub is all about, you know. He later went there. If you're aware of it already, like thoughts are going to come. If you're aware of it, when they come, you'll be aware to escape it. But if you don't know these thoughts are not yours normally, if they come, you get to overanalyze it and get to worry about them. But when you know these thoughts, all thoughts, even the ones you feel you should be worried about and the ones you feel you shouldn't be worried about, maybe a breakup or anything like that, yeah, you feel I shouldn't be worried about that. But what about other thoughts when they fly in and you are trying not to be worried about things and you just see yourself, the things you don't want to be worried about, you just fly in and all. But when you are aware, like, all thoughts are not mine, I don't need to worry about goddamn thing. You just know it will come, it will go. It will come, it will go. You don't have to spend minutes, any hour deliberating on it. When they come, they fly out back. But when they go, they go. When they come, they come. You just don't worry about it. You don't analyze it. And that's how it should be. I think, yeah, my bro. So, my people, you keep it logged in. Stay blessed. I hope you learn 1 or 2, 48 hours. The rock solid hope, critical conversation, baby. Thank you, my people. It's your boy J Rocks. Rock solid hope. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep it logged in. Stay aware by yourself. Enlighten me. Enlighten yourself.